You know how everyone says you should activate your termini before you even do any lymphatic drainage? That's a good advice, but there is something that needs to happen before that so that you can get even better results. When you add this in, which I'm going to teach you in today's video, you're completely going to up-level your lymphatic drainage routine. Most people are skipping this because they don't even know that this problem or this issue exists. Let me explain. Your lymph nodes sit in and around the fascia, the connective tissue that wraps around everything in your body. And when that fascia is tight, it squeezes and presses on the lymph nodes and the lymph pathways. So you can activate your termini, your lymphatic nodes, and you can do all the strokes and all the correct directions. But if the tissue around your lymph nodes is compressed, the fluid is going to still have a hard time moving. So it's going to either stay stuck where it is, even though you're doing all the right strokes and activating the termini, or it's going to move, but going to move very, very slowly. And as we all are busy women, we want to get results as fast as possible. I want to teach you a step before you do all of the rest that is going to just make everything work so much more efficiently and quicker. There is a metaphor that really helps to explain this. Think of your lymphatic system as a garden hose, okay? If someone steps on the hose and you open the tap, nothing is going to come out the other end, right? And it's the same thing with your lymphatic system. If the muscles and fascia is compressing it, it's as if someone is standing on that hose. So you're trying to open the tap by activating the termini and moving that liquid. But there is still this pressure on the pathway, on the hose. So as long as you don't take that pressure away, it's not going to flow efficiently. So when you soften the fascia and release those muscles, that's when you really open those lymphatic pathways. We are talking here specifically about the areas in the chest and the neck. This is exactly what I'm going to show you in today's video. We are going to do 2 techniques. There are more techniques that you can learn. I have everything inside the 50-minute facelift where we do fascia release and deep tissue muscle relaxation for the whole face, neck, shoulders, chest, and head. But today I'm going to show you 2 techniques that you can do before any other lymphatic massage in your routine. The pressure for these techniques is going to be strong. This is not the light strokes that you know from lymphatic drainage. This is releasing tension from muscles and from fascia, and that needs a little bit of pressure. So we are going to begin with our knuckles, and simply pressing quite firmly, you're going to massage here under the collarbone to release all of the tightness, all of the tension. And most of us have a lot of tension here because we are on our phones all day long. We are hunched forward, so all of this tissue gets quite compressed and tight. So this can feel a little bit tender and tight. Please also get right here in front of your shoulder, just rolling it forward so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're gonna get into here as well. And then let's do the other side. I can feel the crunch. And that is all just tight muscles, tight tissue. As some of you know, I'm a facialist. I've been working in this field, working with clients for 6 years. I've done thousands of client sessions, and I've been massaging my own face as well. And I have to say, every time I release the neck and the chest, without having done any kind of lymphatic drainage, I already see the face being more defined and more contoured and more slim without even having done any activation of the lymph termini or any kind of lymphatic strokes. That's why I know this is so effective. Now we are going to massage our neck. And for this, you can just take your hands and make a few rubbing movements. If you want, you can do it with the knuckles. Again, this can feel quite tight. We can do strokes up and down. We can do some circles. Common theme again is that this is not a light massage. This is a massage that is supposed to release tension. And you don't want to go overboard and do it so hard that your tissue, your body freaks out and tightens even more. That's not the goal. But the goal is not to be so light and scared of touching here as well. We need a little bit of friction, create some warmth in the tissue. And yes, if you are very tight, then it's going to be a little bit tense and it's going to be a little bit painful. It's just the way it is. I'm actually filming this while I'm having a headache. And I'm having a headache because I worked a lot. I gave a few sessions yesterday and somehow I tightened myself completely. I had a bad headache all day yesterday and woke up with a headache today. So for me, yeah, this is very tense. And I know that by massaging here with my knuckles, in the moment, it feels a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm going to be so much better afterwards. We can go up and down. Make sure you are gentle enough to soften the tissue without freaking it out, but you're strong enough to actually reach the tension. All right. This is technique number one. So we have used our knuckles to massage here and to massage here. And now we are going to do technique number two. And the technique number two is going to be to massage the sternocleidomastoid muscle, the muscle that runs from behind the ear down towards the collarbone. And there is a lot of lymph nodes that wrap around this muscle. The best way is to just tilt your head and you will see the muscle is going to kind of pop out here. So you're going to grab and begin to massage this muscle. I like to do it with my thumb and index finger, just squeezing the muscle between these two fingers. The easiest way to find it is by, again, tilting the head a little bit and turning the head to one side, and then you will see it popping out. Can you see that? There it is. And then once you have it, you can massage here. There are a lot of techniques of how to massage this muscle. I have a couple of different techniques inside the 15-minute facelift. Today we're just squeezing and pressing, but there are other ways, for example, holding and pulling it back and stuff like that. You can also hold and kind of stretch. And I explain all of this in more detail inside my program, which is all linked below if you want to check it out. Check it out. Let's do the other side. Again, tilt your head and move your head a little bit one way so that you can see this muscle pop out. And if you can't grab it right now, you're finding it hard to find that muscle, don't worry. With practice, everything will come. It's not always the easiest muscle to find, but this one is so worth learning where it is, how to grab it, how to massage it. It's one of those muscles that are mega important for the face. I would say that this one, together with the chewing muscle, if you're going to massage anything to improve the aesthetics of your face, then it is these two muscles, the sternocleidomastoid muscle and the chewing muscle. Today we are focusing on these two areas, the neck and the chest, specifically for lymphatic drainage. And you can do these before you do the lymphatic drainage routines. I'm going to link a lymphatic drainage routine here as a next video if you want to check that out. And again, remember that I have programs where I teach you much more in depth how to release your fascia and the muscle tightness. This kind of releasing fascia in your chest and in your neck, that's the difference between having a nice routine that feels nice and a routine that's actually going to make a huge difference on the appearance of your face and how much puffiness is able to accumulate and how quickly you can drain that puffiness from your face. Let me know if this video was useful to you. Let me know if you have any questions, and make sure to watch the lymphatic drainage video next, where I show you what to do after you have done this release. See you there.